This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the animal shelter to see what's on their wish list this holiday season. Hola and hello friends, I'm Ken Carr and this is FYI, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Thank you so much for watching. Well, a massive drug sweep got underway yesterday in Schuylkill County. 21 people were arrested with warrants issued for an additional 15 in the Shenandoah area. The arrests were the result of investigations into the sale and delivery of mainly heroin and methamphetamine. The former Luzerne County Director of Elections is facing charges. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Leonard Piazza III was arraigned Friday after being charged with misdemeanor counts of terroristic threats and harassment. Police allege that Piazza threatened State Representative Aaron Coffer and his staff during a phone call Friday. Piazza complained that he had been denied Social Security disability and was calling to file a complaint. A man who was trapped in his vehicle for more than 10 hours Saturday is still recovering in the hospital. According to the Standard Speaker, a hospital spokesperson says that 52-year-old Brian Smith of Warrior Run was listed in critical condition at Geisinger, Wyoming Valley. State police used pings from Smith's cell phone to locate him. Smith crashed on the icy roads around 8 a.m. Saturday while on his way home from work. Family members went to the state police barracks when he did not return. A trooper found him trapped in his car around 7 p.m. that evening. Well, 'tis the season for gift giving, and some four-legged friends at an area animal shelter are also in need. Lisa Sugart explains.
I'm pleased to welcome back one of our favorite people in the entire world, Mayor Tom Connors from the Borough of Weatherly, but he is the director of the Carbon County Animal Shelter, and we love the job that you do on both sides, in the Borough of Weatherly and at the animal shelter. And you're here to talk about a kind of wish list for, people are looking for gifts in that, but the animals need gifts as well. So tell us right now how things are at the animal shelter.
We're actually filled up at the animal shelter. We have 14 dogs up for adoption and under our care, 16 kennels, so it's considered a full house. And we appreciate it when people are able to donate to us. We use the average supplies, cleaning products and dog treats, and soft treats are always welcome. Some of our dogs are older and can't eat the hard bones. A lot of people bring in new blankets for them and things like that, new toys for them. And we make sure we get them and try to make their holiday a little better too, So we appreciate all the donations that we get down there.
All righty, well that's good. And I know you're doing a great thing because you're running a special right now that not only benefits the dogs, but it's a help for veterans in the area.
It is. The Carbon County Commissioners agreed to allow until the end of the month half price for any veterans that might want to adopt a dog. Having a son that's a veteran and a dad that was a veteran, I'm really happy that they chose to do that. In February, we do a Love a Dog for Life month where it's half price for everybody. But around the holiday season, it's nice that the veterans can get a break and come in and maybe find that perfect dog that they could hang out with, so it's a good thing.
And while we have you here, the cold weather is definitely upon us. So what advice do you have for people who have pets?
It's pretty simple. It's really cold out there. So my advice is this: when you put your dog out, if you put your dog outside, stay with your dog. When it gets too cold for you, bring the dog in. It's that simple. It's real easy. Don't hook it out and forget about it. Don't walk it too long. You could bundle up, but it's hard for a dog to bundle up. So let it do its business outside, bring it in, it'll appreciate it, and then there'll be less problems. So.
All righty, well, a good advice for everyone out there. And if any of our viewers, maybe they want to make a donation as a Christmas gift for someone in somebody's honor or whatever, can they do that? And who do they call?
They do that. They can call us down at the shelter at 570-325-4828, and we'll give them the address of where to send that. A lot of people have been very kind and been able to do that, and we appreciate that. And sometimes people just have a little extra time. If they come down and help spend some time with the dogs, that makes a big difference in their life too. It socializes them a little better. It takes the stress out of the environment, and it's always welcome. So they can contact me, and we'll work together to make the dog's life a little better till it gets its permanent home.
Well, you do a great job. Congratulations on all the good things you do for the animals. Again, if you would like to help with their wish list or you would like to make a monetary donation, you can give Mayor Connors a call at the animal shelter, and the number again is 570-325-4828. It is located on Broad Street in Nesquehoning, so please, let's make this a wonderful holiday, not only for man, but for man's best friend as well.
Thanks, Lisa. Coming up next on FYI, the operations manager of the Standard Speaker is here to talk about a special book about Chicago Cubs manager and Hazleton native Joe Maddon. In sports, we'll wrap up our coverage of Maddon's recent homecoming, and we'll hear what some celebrities have to say about him.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Brandon's Forever Home in Hazleton will soon kick off a mentoring program for children in foster care. If you feel that you can pass on love and guidance while providing a solid support system, Brandon's Forever Home would like to challenge you to join them. They believe that there is no greater reward than making a difference in the life of a child. To learn more, go to the Brandon's Forever Home Facebook page or call 570-497-4849 or 570-926-5117. For the past week, FYI has been providing great gift ideas for the holiday season. Today, Lisa Sugart has a rather unique gift, and it's available at our media partner, the Standard Speaker.
Well, if you are looking for the perfect gift for that sports lover on your list, John Patton is here with the perfect gift idea. John, as you all know, is the operations manager of the Hazleton Standard Speaker, our proud media partner. This is great. This comes at a great time. Joe Maddon in town, all the festivities going on, and now a book.
Yeah, it worked out really well for us. We did a tribute tab to Joe last week, and probably about a week or so before that, I got a call from someone, Rich Wolf, who had written the book, and he wanted to know if we were looking at doing something. We said it'd be great. It was a perfect opportunity, perfect time of the year. He's in town, we're doing something on him, and then the book shows up. So it's going to be a win-win for everybody.
So now, this is a book written by Rich Wolf called Joe Maddon. We're going to party like it's 1908. I like the title of it. I know I looked up Rich Wolf, and he's a well-known sports writer, and you talked to him on the phone in that. So it came to be now that the Standard Speaker is selling this book, and people can get it just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, we put a coupon in the tablet we ran last week, and we weren't sure what the response would be, but it's been incredible. And we've been fielding calls from all over the state, basically. People saw it on the website. So yeah, we're right now, our office is mailing them out. We've got a lot of requests. We had someone who came in and picked up 6 at the counter, but they do make a great gift. So I hope my dad's not watching, because this is one of his gifts.
Telling out secrets here. The cost is $25, great price for a book like that. But you tell me there's some other local people mentioned in this, including I'll say our very own Dave Seaman, because we share him with you here on SSPTV as well. He's mentioned in the book.
Absolutely. There's a section that's called The Right Guy, and Dave talks a little bit about him getting into the business. There's a spot in there from Fran Libanati. So great. It's not only written about Joe, who's local, but there's also a lot of local flavor in it.
And a picture of third base, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, again, the pictures, we went through them. The pictures are great. I mean, it really is. If you're a Hazleton person, if you're a Joe Maddon person, or if you're just a sports person, this is a perfect book for you.
All righty. So you can pick it up at the Standard Speaker between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., but you guys are also going to be selling it at the mall. Yeah,
we're going to go out this week, Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to be out at the mall. Not sure exactly where we'll be, but we'll be set up out there at the mall. And if you're out there, certainly it's another way to pick up a Christmas gift. If you can't make it down to the paper, we'll be up there during the course of the day.
How do they pay for it? Is it cash only, or what is it?
No, we accept checks and credit cards. So, again, we have a form to fill out. All the credit card information, we'll take it and we'll run those through. But cash and check is fine as well.
All righty. And before we leave, the cover of the book is also a piece of memorabilia.
Yeah, the dust jacket turns into a poster, and even for someone who is not as technically savvy as me. It really is. It's interesting. It's got a lot of the famous Cub quotes. Let's play two, and Ernie Banks, stuff like that. So again, this in itself is makes a great gift. But certainly when it comes with the book, it's perfect for everybody.
All right, the perfect book at the perfect time about Joe Madden. You can pick it up at the Standard Speaker from 8 to 4, or you can get it at the Laurel Mall on Wednesday and Thursday for the Cubs fan on your list.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It's been cold for a while, but remember, come shopping downtown Hazleton, free parking right now. Here's a local forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Partly cloudy with a low of 21 degrees. Wednesday will be mostly sunny. We'll get up into the mid-30s. Wednesday night down to the mid-20s, mostly cloudy skies. Thursday, 30% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, high near 36. Wind gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. On Thursday night, 30% chance of rain and snow showers before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, low of 26. Friday looks sunny with a high near 35. Friday night will be partly cloudy with a low of 27 degrees. And then on Saturday, Christmas Eve, mostly cloudy with a high near 38 degrees. And on Christmas Eve night, mostly cloudy with a low of 30 degrees. Time now for our weekly trip outdoors with Kent Jackson.
As winter settles in, there are days when I don't feel like going out into the rain or the snow, so I try reading about the outdoors. I learn from books, and they whet my appetite for the next time I'm on the trail. Books also make good Christmas gifts for people who appreciate nature. Here are 5 of my favorites, starting with Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. Carson warned that pesticides were killing more than their intended targets. She wrote with creativity, inviting the reader to imagine that man-made maladies reported from around the nation had happened in one town, quieting the birdsong and leading to silence one spring. Silent Spring led to the banning of DDT and the salvation of bird species, notably the bald eagle, which has just flown off the endangered species list in Pennsylvania. Carson showed remarkable courage to finish the book while dying of cancer. She grew up in Pennsylvania, and today the office building of the State Department of Environmental Protection in Harrisburg is named for her. Next, there's A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. If you ever thought about walking the Appalachian Trail, and I'll be writing about a Cunningham couple who completed that 2,190-mile journey later this month, Bryson will give you some pointers. He'll also make you laugh. Where Bryson ranged between Georgia and Maine, a biologist decided to confine himself to 1 circular meter of land in the Tennessee mountains. David Haskell visited that plot nearly every day for the year. The forest unseen is the result. Haskell strips to his underwear in 20 below weather to appreciate how chickadees flying around him survive the cold. His essays on leaf litter, mosses, vultures, sunlight, and other visitors to his tiny spot expand our awareness of the wider world. Annie Dillard explored the stream near her Virginia home. Her Pilgrim at Tinker Creek introduces us to creatures of the stream bank and her insights into creation. Every living thing is a survivor on a kind of extended emergency bivouac, she writes in prose that won her a Pulitzer. And finally, a book by a godfather of the environmental movement, Aldo Leopold. Leopold writes of the seasonal changes at his Wisconsin farm. His Sand County Almanac from 1949 gave people an appreciation of nature. In the book, Leopold described shooting a wolf, and he wrote he saw the green fire seemingly dying in the eyes of the animal. At that moment, Leopold turned against senseless killing, and he argues that we have an ethical obligation to protect land and the creatures on us. Books let us travel without leaving our chairs, but to fully understand the natural world, you can't just read about it, you have to visit it. As Robert Frost writes, it takes all kinds of in- and outdoor schooling to get adapted to my kind of fooling.
If I don't get a theme song in the new year, I'm walking. How would you like a new home for the new year? Check out our Home of the Week, a cozy getaway nestled on a large corner lot among gorgeous pine trees in Eagle Rock Resort. This custom log 3-bedroom home is located within walking distance of the ski slopes, golf course, and front gate of the resort. Built in 2013, it's in excellent condition, has an open floor plan with a cathedral ceiling, a wall of windows, stone fireplace, granite kitchen with stainless steel appliances, a lovely deck, and a covered porch. For more information, call Nancy Dunlap at 570-384-1361. Let's go to the green screen. Midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 256, pick 3011, pick 4 6856, and pick 5 80307. Our final hip segment with Joe Madden when we come back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Hip party hats out and on, people. Here's our final story about Chicago Cubs manager Joe Madden's homecoming. It starts at the annual fundraiser for the Hazleton Integration Project that features a number of celebrities coming together for the cause. Some people don't like to talk about work at parties. Tim Kirkjian makes a living as a baseball analyst for ESPN. He didn't mind talking shop during his visit for the Hazleton Integration Project's fundraiser at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. The entire series between the Cleveland Indians and the Cubs, including the dramatic Game 7 finish, helped remind everyone why America's pastime is still a primetime star.
I'm going to try not to overstate this, but I think Game 7 was the greatest, biggest, and most important night in Major League history. When you look at how many people watched that game, 50 million people watched that game. We've never had dueling, droughts like that, 1908 and 1948. We've never had storylines like the Indians and the Cubs and Terry Francona, and Theo Epstein and Joe Madden and Corey Kluber and everything else was going on. And then you get this iconic Game 7, one of the greatest games I've ever seen, and I've seen a few of them. At the end of the night, you just had to say that was unforgettable on so many different levels, and I think, to repeat, that was, to me at least, the biggest night in Major League history, because this might be the springboard for baseball starting to take off and making a slight dent in the monolith that is football in this country.
The man helping lead baseball into the future describes himself as old school. Joe Madden has a knack for getting the most out of young players, but he also has the respect of many of baseball's greats. That included the late Yogi Berra. Berra even made a stop in Hazleton for one of Madden's events, and now his son and granddaughter help carry on the tradition. We asked Berra's oldest son what his dad liked about Madden.
He's the type of manager that still, he uses his own instincts. He takes his own information. He doesn't listen. He listens to people, but then comes up with his own ideas. He doesn't follow suit. He plays instinct. He doesn't always shift on the guy all the time. He does different things. But Dad was more of a situation guy too. I'd watch a game with my father, and he would be 3 innings ahead of me.
Former heavyweight champion of the world Tim Witherspoon helped get the Hazleton Area Boxing Club off the ground at HIP's Hazleton One Community Center. The club has since moved from the center, and Witherspoon has also moved on, helping train boxers as far away as England. But he was back in the Hazleton area on this night to meet with Madden.
I just called him champ. Only way up when we was driving up, I said I'm gonna call him champ when I meet him, and he could relate to how it feels. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to become champion, and then you have everybody just screaming all over you in your hometown. It's just a great feeling. I'm sure that he's really feeling really good right now.
Joe, 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 Joe!
Madden, who was a star athlete growing up in Hazleton, says his high school coaches and his mother Beanie wouldn't let him get a big head. Sure, now he hangs out with superstars like Bill Murray, but one time he ran into my buddy Mike at Third Base Luncheonette in Hazleton and took some time to talk baseball with him.
I think that this town brings a toughness and an accountability. I think that's what it really comes down to. I know that if I screwed up, I'm getting licked. I knew that I was going to get licked. If I didn't own up to it.
The stage is getting bigger and the spotlight even brighter, but Madden still refuses to forget where he came from.
And whereas no matter how important, famous, or busy Joe becomes, he never forgot where he came from or where he truly is important. In witness hereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the city of Hazleton to be affixed the 17th day of December in the year of the Lord 2016. Joe Madden Day.
The hip holiday events wrapped up with Thanksmas, the meal for those in need on Sunday at the Community Center. Check out a special Out of Left Field about Madden and the Cubs, and that will debut on Monday here on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. To our FYI standard speaker scoreboard, the high school basketball season has been excellent, and it's not even Christmas. Both Monoy area and Shenandoah Valley were off to fast starts in boys basketball, and the Golden Bears, well, they won round 1 this season to stay unbeaten against their rivals. I'll talk more about this game tomorrow with Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker on FYI. That was a Division III Schuylkill League showdown. In Division I, Tamaqua beat North Schuylkill. In a non-league game, Marion topped MMI. In wrestling, Tanner McHugh got a fall at 138 pounds for Tamaqua, but the Blue Raiders lost to Pottsville. There's a packed Dave Day coming your way tomorrow, but for right now, sports is over. Stop in Bottlenecks on Tuesday for their traditional bone-in wing night. 50 cents a wing. Add a small order of fries for only $1.50.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Olympian Theater, located in Jim Thorpe, will be presenting the premiere of a new original show, As the Matzo Ball Turns, from January 13th through 15th. Tickets are $21.62 in advance or $26.50 at the door. And for more information, please call 484-687-3341 or email Sarah at laprincessaproductions.com. Next announcement, the Walk-In Art Center, located in Schuylkill Haven, be holding a Muhammad Ali tribute exhibit opening January 12th. The show date is Thursday, January 19th from 6 to 8 p.m. Admission is free, but donations are welcome, and light refreshments will be served. For more info, just call 570-732-3728. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive, be having a Pierogi and Halushki sale Friday, December 23rd from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order by calling 570-929-2179. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Alphonse J. Manganelli, formerly of Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. at the St. Margaret Mary Alacoque Church. Viewing is Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Gilbert L. Daly Funeral Home. Mary Ann Simonelli of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. in the Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church. No public viewing is scheduled. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Victoria G. Bodel of Tresco. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Holy Rosary Church. Viewing is Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. William D. Yost of Cunningham. Services will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. And Betty Hodgson of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Brad Deal of Drums. Brad, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Hanukkah is coming up and Christmas and the New Year's right around the corner, and next week we have some great holiday programming coming your way on SSP TV. Stay tuned to FYI for more details. Until tomorrow, take it easy, everyone.